Do you guys want to kill a Lynel in 6 hits? In this video, I'm going to give you the walkthrough on how to create the strongest weapon in the game. The first thing we need to do is get to the castle. And I always use the Lookout Landing Skyview Tower to get me into the sky to allow me to paraglide over to the castle. Now this does require quite a bit of stamina. And having tooling definitely helps you out as well. So if you don't have the stamina to quite make it over to the castle, check out the video in the description where I show you locations where you can find Endura Carrots. Cooking up Endura Carrots will create a meal that will overfill your stamina. So now that we're here at the castle, we're going to enter the Sanctum. The Sanctum is one of 3 locations where we are going to find the Claymore, the most powerful sword in the game. So just walk up the steps, turn to the left, and walk up the next flight of steps. And at the top of this one, we're going to turn. There once was a statue there, but it looks like it's a bunch of rubble. So right behind this, you will find the Royal Guard's Claymore. Now this is the sword, but it's not the sword we want. So now we actually have to break the sword. I know, you're wondering, why do I have to break the sword if this is the most powerful sword that I need? Well guys, that brings me to the next step. Now we need to go into the depths. And this is one location where we can find the pristine version of the Claymore, the Koram Light Route, which is directly west of the Kakariko village, right underneath of the Morok Shrine. And the ghost statue that's holding the pristine sword is directly to the left, and I'm going to mark that with a star. Now I didn't film it, but I actually saved the game. You want to save the game when you get to that light route, because we're going to walk over to that statue and see that it does not have the sword that I'm looking for. So we're going to quickly load the game and walk over once again and look and see what sword it is. And by the looks of it, that is the Royal Guard's Claymore, the pristine version. Now the pristine versions won't be there unless you break the decayed version first. You only have to do it once. Alright guys, here's the next step. We're going to save the game right in front of this statue. Because thanks to a subscriber, OurGamer1702, the modifier actually changes each time you pick up the sword. So I got a long throw, so I'm going to quickly load the game and try it again. Now this time picking up the sword, I got a durability up. Again, not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to get an attack up, and if I got the attack up plus 10, that would be the best I can do. But the third time gave me an attack up plus 8, and I am okay with the plus 8. On to the next step. We're going to head over to the Gerudo village at this shrine right here. And once we get to this shrine, we need to find the Molduga jawbone. And there is a Molduga right over near those pillars. So let's head over there and grab that Molduga jaw after I kill the Molduga. Now this is not the only location where you can find the Molduga. I will leave a link in the description below of a video that I made showing all 3 locations. So grab what you can, but this is what we're looking for, the Molduga jaw. Pick that up, and now we're going to warp into an area that I don't have to deal with the extreme heat. So we're going to arm ourselves with that sword, and we're going to drop the Molduga jawbone onto the ground. Because now we need to fuse the jawbone to the sword to make it even more powerful. Fusing the jawbone gives an additional plus 32, giving me a 79 attack for this weapon. But you can see I'm actually kind of destroying it now. And that's because this weapon holds massive destructive power just before it breaks, which now it brings it up to a 158 attack power. But not just that, guys. I am going to equip myself with the full Radiant Armor outfit, which now gives me bone weapon proficiency. According to the internet, it now boosts your attack 1.8 times. In addition, we're going to eat an attack up recipe, which is a 50% increase using a 3-up attack bonus. You can cook this up by cooking up 3 mighty bananas. So now that we have this sword, let's go kill a Lynel. Or at least, I'll show you fighting a Lynel. So I am currently fighting this Lynel with the sword that I just built with the attack up recipe and the radiant armor. And you can see it's still taking me a little bit of time to beat it, but it does do massive amount of damage. And again, still not quite defeating this Lynel. And this is a silver Lynel. And lucky for me, Totk just got some headshots, so now I can go over there, mount the Lynel, and take out the last little bit of damage this Lynel has left. Now if you're still watching the video, let me show you how to make this weapon even stronger, where you can take out a Lynel in 6 hits. So now we want to get this weapon down to one last hit before it breaks. So I'm going to save the game so I can count how many hits this weapon has left. This is kind of a hidden damage secret that the game does not tell you. So it looks like I only have 2 hits left for this sword, so I'm going to load the game so I only have 1 last hit left. So hitting the sword one more time, I am ready to go with 1 last hit. Now the good thing about mounting a Lynel is when you hit it, you don't lose any durability to your weapon. So basically, this weapon will last forever, just as long as when you hit the Lynel is when it's mounted. So lucky for me, I could just paraglide down and land on this Lynel's back. And you'll see in just 6 hits, this Lynel is defeated. This is by far the most powerful weapon combination you can get in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And yes, of course, if I hit anything with it, I will in fact break the sword. So it really only is good for hitting a Lynel when mounted. Because again, if I try to use this weapon just standing and hitting anything, this weapon will break because it is down to the last hit on that weapon. So I hope you guys like this walkthrough for this powerful weapon. This is nothing new to the game. It's been out for a long time, but it might be new to you. So if it is, like the video, leave a comment below and let me know what you think, and make sure to subscribe.